Hello friend, Shreyas here from shreyasyadav.com. In this Photoshop tutorial, we will learn how to replace a sky using Adobe Photoshop. The sky replacement feature in Adobe Photoshop will help you to make the skies in your images dramatic and surreal. In this step-by-step Adobe Photoshop guide, you will learn how to use the sky replacement feature. You will also learn various settings in sky replacement toolbox to make the skies beautiful. We have opened this image in Adobe Photoshop. This is one of the beautiful scenes I came across. So I was photographing these elephants from a boat, and it was a beautiful cloudy day, and these elephants were moving swiftly across the river banks. You can see here, even though it was a cloudy day, the sky looks a bit flat here. Okay, so we will replace the sky in this image. Now let's go ahead and click on edit and sky replacement. You can notice the sky replacement window will pop up. Okay, so here are two options which you will be using. Like, one is to move the sky and one is sky brush, like if you want to add specific areas under the sky or if you want to remove those areas from the sky, so you can use this brush. Okay, under the sky option there are multiple presets available, right? There are blue skies, some spectacular, and sunsets. So since this was a overcast cloudy day, I will select a cloudy day. Okay, and you can see the preview is available over here. Now we will learn there are multiple options available for the edge adjustments, the sky adjustments, and the foreground adjustments. So first of all, we'll start with the edge adjustments. Essentially what we are doing here, so there is an edge between this foreground and the sky, or we can say a background. Okay, and we want to make some adjustments at that edge. Now suppose I shift this edge towards left or the negative number, you can see the sky edge shifts away from the foreground, right? If I drag this slider towards opposite direction, you can notice somehow that sky penetrates to the foreground. So for this particular image, I will keep it as a default or a 0. Okay. The second option is a fade edge. What this option will do is, it will blur the edge between a sky and a foreground. So if I drag it towards left, you can see almost there is no fading happening across here. And if I drag it towards extreme right, it is 100. So you can see the edge is faded. So here also I will keep this option to 50 or the default, and that looks good for this image. Okay. The next option is a sky adjustment option. So in this option, you can see there are 3 sliders. One is for brightness, second is for temperature, and third is for scaling. Okay. So the brightness slider will control the brightness of the sky. So let's drag it towards right. It makes your sky very bright. If I drag it towards left, the sky appears to be dark. Okay, so I will keep it here as default. Okay, then the next slider is a temperature slider. Here you can adjust the temperatures of the sky. If I drag it towards right, you can see a yellowish tinge, which is like kind of a warm feel. Okay, and if I drag it towards left or towards the blue, it's kind of a cooling effect. So for this temperature option, I will keep it as a default, and that looks okay for this image. And the third option is a scaling. So here you can scale up or scale down the sky image. So let's first scale down. You can see the sky is now smaller. Okay, and if I drag it towards right or if I increase the scaling, the sky is scaled up. Typically I would recommend keep this scaling to 100 and you will be good to go. The last option in the sky adjustment is flip. So if you click this option flip, you can horizontally flip the sky. So you can see I had unchecked it and now I will flip the sky. So notice the difference over here. So I will keep it unchecked. Okay. Now the next option is the foreground adjustments. Since we have made our adjustments in the sky area, Now it's time to make some of the adjustments in the foreground. So this is our foreground for this image. So here is a lightning mode which is now set to multiply. So lightning mode is essentially a blending mode. So if you select a multiply, you can see the blending will happen with darker appearance, and if you select the screen option, the blending will happen with the brightening effect. Okay, so for this image I will select a multiply. Now there are two more options here. One is lightning adjustment and one is a color adjustments. So since we have selected the lightning mode as a multiply, which is a kind of a effect of darkening, so with lightning option or the lightning adjustment, you can control the opacity of that effect. So if I drag it towards left, okay, so you can see the effect is almost not applied, and if I drag it towards right or 100%, you can see the effect is fully applied. So typically for this image I will keep it as a 50. That works good. Now we will see a next option, which is color adjustments. So typically you might have set the temperature for sky as a bluish or as yellowish, that is on the warm side. So according to that, if you adjust the color adjustments, it will give your images a realistic feel. So for this image we will set the temperature of the sky towards blue or on the cool side. Okay, so you can see the sky is appearing very bluish, but here you don't see that effect much. But if you apply these color adjustments by dragging the slider towards right, that is 100%, you can notice this foreground is becoming the bluish. Similarly, I will swing the sliders of the sky towards right, that is on the warmer side, and you will notice that even the foreground becomes slightly warmer. Okay, so whatever the temperatures you have applied for the sky, you can still use similar color adjustments using this color adjustment slider for the foreground. So I will keep this option to default. The last option in sky replacement is the output. So there are two options. One is new layer and another is duplicate layer. So what the new layer will do is, like, once the sky replacements are applied, the Adobe Photoshop will create multiple layers. Okay, and if you select a duplicate layer, then Adobe Photoshop will merge all those layers together. It will flatten the image and you will get a single image. So I recommend you select a new layers, so that if you want to make any finer adjustments later, you can always do it. Okay, so I will select new layers and I will click OK. There you go. So here you can see this is my original image, or there's a background layer, and here Adobe Photoshop has created multiple layers under the group of sky replacement group. So one layer is for sky, one is for foreground lightning, and one is as a foreground color. Here you can make the adjustments if you want, but typically the sky replacement tool works really great. Okay, so we will see how the before image looks like and how is the after image looks like. So this is our before image where the sky looks pretty flat and dull, and once we apply the sky replacement, you can see the cloudy skies are adding a drama and surreal effect to this image. The sky replacement feature will help you to turn your images from the ordinary sky to a beautiful skies. Also, you can use this sky replacement feature for your travel images, for the architecture images, landscape and wildlife images as well. Few things to consider while you use the sky replacement feature. So here are some of the watchouts. Remember, every photo will not require a sky replacement. Hence, select a photo which is suitable for sky replacement. Also, the second point is, whenever you replace the sky, watch out for overall colors, temperatures of the main object. Also, select the sky which blends well with your main object and in terms of light levels, colors, temperatures and reflections. Otherwise, your image will look pretty artificial. Okay? And also, like any other feature in post-processing, moderation is the key. So if you use the sky replacement feature in the moderation, you will see your images go from a normal images to beautiful images. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I have a special free gift for you. It's my 9-step Adobe Lightroom guide. It includes a Lightroom guide that shows you how to go from a raw image to an awesome image, how to use a Lightroom tools to enhance the image, and a free set of images for you to practice. To get this free guide, click on the link in a video description below. And if you find this tutorial helpful, then subscribe and click on the bell icon so that when a new video is up, you will get a notification. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hey, again, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.